Hi, welcome to the very first episode of Mindscape TV. We're excited here at Mindscape to be bringing things like this to you. Hopefully you'll see these episodes change for the better along the way as we kind of work out any kinks, but our goal really is to just kind of educate our audience and provide some valuable content out there. My name is Jeff Bell. I'm the Director of Digital Marketing Services here at Mindscape, and with me I have Brianna Thierfelder. She is an implementation specialist with us. And today she's going to be kind of helping us figure out some local search engine optimization tactics through the use of business directory listings. So without stealing any more of her thunder, I'm going to turn it over to Bree. Bree?
Thanks.
Why are directory listings so important?
Well, as you can see, when you go through a search, especially on your mobile devices, but just in a Google search, Yahoo, Bing, for example, I'm looking for movers in Grand Rapids. These listings right here that you're seeing underneath the ads are going to be your local listings, and it's basically your goal to put yourself in
the local package of
exactly.
The top there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's also important for with the abundance of mobile search that's going on as well now, right? Because your Google puts your name and address and phone number right at the top to just click to call. So it's really important, especially in this mobile age that we're seeing. We are seeing overall an increase from all of our client partners, an increase in mobile traffic month over month, pretty consistently over the past 9 months or so. So it's becoming more and more of an effort to get on those mobile devices. So
right, I mean, search engines are looking at those directory giants like Google, like Yahoo, like Bing, like Yelp, Foursquare even, for relevant and reliable content. So it's important that you have your own business on there and that all of your content, all of your information is going to be uniform across the board. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to confuse search engines, it's going to confuse people searching, and if they look at your listings and see, oh, this doesn't really match up with what your website says, what other listings say, they're not going to come to you for information.
Right, great. So how do you find out who these directories are and how to go about setting up everything?
Well, the easiest thing to do is to go to getlisted.org, and that's going to give you a good indication of the top directories that you really need to be focusing on. So let's go on Get Listed, and we can check out what Mindscape looks like. Now, when you search for your business to see what listings you have, it would make sense for you to just put in, Mindscape and your zip code. However, depending on what your listings look like, they could be spelled differently, they could look differently on different directories. So you really need to look at the advanced check and maybe even just put in part of your business name, because you could be coming up as a couple different options. So
so that Get Listed right here, it just has business name, zip code, and then there's a big blue button for check my listing, but you're saying use the small little link there
I would do that.
for advanced check. So,
exactly.
Okay.
For example, I would put in just Mindscape. They're all different. For example, there's one in Muskegon where Mindscape first
started 11 years ago.
So that's still on there, and actually I had been going through there and trying to delete or suspend that account so that that's taken off there. But let's start at the top.
So we just kind of pick the one that we know is our...
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
And there are a couple on there that still has our information, but it's just different information.
Okay.
It might not have the correct address, it might have an extra phone number.
Okay,
so.
And how do we know which one? You pick the one that you're kind of using more frequently now?
Right,
Exactly.
The one that has the most relevant content.
Okay, all right.
So as you can see, we're at 59% right now. And it looks like these have all been, for the most part, claimed, but because of the process, for example, a lot of these are pending for review, which takes about, it can take up to like 5 days at least, a week or two at the most. These were all claimed about 2 weeks ago, so I'm still kind of waiting on some of those. Or, in the example of Foursquare, I actually had verified via phone, but they will also be sending me a postcard with a PIN number that I also have to put in.
Okay.
It's a process, but they're coming along pretty well. And then under here, you'll see if a big green check mark, it means, oh, it's been claimed, and everything's been done for that. If it's a big red X, it means that it's either pending or you need to claim it.
Okay. So 59%, we're not doing a great job on ourselves. But again, this is becoming a newer thing with the mobile technology. And actually, Get Listed was recently purchased by SEO Moz, so they're part of that organization now, and they're really a trusted leader in the SEO world. So, this has been something that we've been focused on just for the last few weeks here, so this is one of the reasons we decided to share with you. I know, Bree, you've done a fantastic job of going through and claiming some of these, but like you were saying, it does take some time for Get Listed to re-register that you've actually claimed those accounts. So don't expect to claim them and then immediately refresh and see, that you're 100% now, right?
Exactly.
All right, so what's the process here for going through these things?
Well, it's really easy. Most of these are free, and it doesn't take much time. So let's claim Hot Frog, because I haven't done that one yet. Not well known, but that's why Get Listed is awesome, because I've never heard of Hot Frog before. So we'll go to claim listing. So is this your business? Yes, it is. I'm going to update now. Since I do not have a login for Hot Frog, as far as I know, I'm going to register.
And so that's probably every single one of these is very similar.
Exactly.
Where if you don't have an account in there directly, you're going to have to sign up for one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Brianna, are there any rules? Like, how do they know that some random person isn't signing up for this?
They don't.
Okay.
They trust that you're being honest. So that's why it's important for you to claim your own listings, because anybody can basically go through this. The difference is when it's Google, Bing, and Foursquare, when it's a directory that actually has to verify with you via phone or a postcard, and they don't allow cell phones. Some of them do allow cell phones, but those big ones especially, they will be contacting your business.
Okay.
But
so they'll give you a phone call or they'll send you a postcard to the address that they have on file. Okay.
Exactly, the phone number they have on file. So if your phone number is wrong, they're going to call that phone number. So that's why you have that. In that case, I would probably suggest doing a postcard. But for these little guys like Hot Frog, anybody can claim those.
All right.
It's just.
So another good reason why it's important to get in there quickly and claim those yourself instead of having some unscrupulous teenager claim those for you or competitor. So you clicked on that link, we logged in, and so now we're able to actually go in and edit our information?
Yes.
Okay.
We want to be listed as Mindscape at Kane and Kendry.
Now, why is that important? Is that one of the pieces that they kind of use to match, or why can't we just be known as Mindscape?
Well, as I was filling out all of our listings, our full name is Mindscape at Kane and Kendry.
Yeah.
And so since that is on some of our business listings, I want to put it on all of them because, again, you want your information uniform across the board. Otherwise, you're not going to come up very far on Google search rankings because they'll say, oh, well, you have this listing over here and this listing over here. They're not exactly the same. So I can't trust that it is accurate information.
Okay. So maybe it's probably best then to kind of put your address how you want it and then almost copy and paste from there in all these directories? Okay.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. You don't want to make any spelling errors or spacing errors.
Sure, because the search engines are going to look at that and see how many of those match up, and then they're going to, that kind of raises their confidence level as they're showing some of the local results.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I changed our name just to Mindscape at Kane and Kendry, like the rest of our listings. On all of our listings, we are at 25 Ottawa Avenue Southwest, so I'm putting that in, and everything I have is abbreviated Avenue Southwest. It used to be completely spelled out.
Okay, so ABE Southwest, no period after the ABE.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Suite 600. And of course, some listings allow you to have more information than others do.
Okay.
Like this one has basic information. Some of them will allow you to give more descriptions about your business, add photos, videos, any other kind of attachments.
So one of these things is, it is really important to make sure all of these pieces of data match up. Just because those are some of the rules that the search engines use to make sure that this is indeed the right address, this is the right name of the business, to figure out if they're going to display you in that local pack of results. And again, one tip is just to kind of have a document that you know, put that stuff on. Make sure it's exactly the same way on your website as well, so that your website will match up, and that's how Google will start matching up, and Bing and Yahoo will start matching up those results to your actual website, so they can make those correlations. And so I see this as products and services area, an image gallery, coupons, news and updates. Wow, they have
a lot of
in
these.
here.
So you can put a lot of information on here so that people can see what you're up to, what you've done, who you are, not just as a company, but
Sure.
you know, they can.
And this probably is, I would imagine most of this stuff doesn't make its way through to the local search results. This is just exclusively if someone was using Hot Frog to find people, right?
Exactly.
Okay. And now keywords, those are going to be important too, because those are going to be keywords that people are going to be searching for, right?
Exactly.
So again, from the search engine optimization realm of things, you know, that's where you're going to want to be listed in that local search result set for keywords that you specify. Great.
We should be pretty good on here. The thing now is it's waiting game. So to wait to see how long it will take for Get Listed to find that information, add it to our profile.
Okay.
And now, as you can see, because Get Listed is constantly updating itself, there used to be 4 here. There is now 3.
Oh, great.
I know. We used to have one down here that was just Mindscape and then our phone number with a little bit of our address in there. It's now gone.
Wow. Maybe that's why we got logged out, because it
probably
didn't update. And we're at 60%. All right.
Yes,
high five. And so then we can continue to use Get Listed kind of as our dashboard, right?
Exactly.
To kind of monitor, make sure we're all set.
Yeah, and I think it's really helpful because you can go under example accuracy, and if you have things that aren't matching up, it'll let you know there are errors and where those errors are. For example, under this listing, it still says that we're listed as Mindscape instead of Mindscape and Haley Kendry. This Bing is missing a suite number according to them. So then you can actually go to your listing, and if it's unclaimed still, you can claim it. If there are errors, you can fix them. You can also go into details, and it will show you what your listing looks like. So you can go and edit your listing if you say, oh, hey, this isn't supposed to be like this. I need a suite number there. So instead of going to each individual directory.
All right. So getlisted.org is the website to kind of check your local directory listings. We are excited to announce Bree's actually written an ebook on this that you can download at our website. Bree, do you have the URL for that, or we can put it in their comments or at the end of this?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today. Hopefully we were able to kind of educate you on local SEO and getting your directory listings all squared away. If you'd like to learn more about us, we'd love to connect with you on social media, Facebook or Twitter at mindscapehm.com. That's mindscapehm.com. And then Twitter, that's an @ in front of it, and Facebook, it's a / in front of it. Or if you want to learn more about us or talk to us about any needs you might have, you can visit our website at www.mindscape-hm.com. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.